and bringing in her own perspectives from the work that she's doing as a student at the moment. Dassala, for instance, was a very interesting and very important asset during our programs for Women's Month, which is a month-long celebration of women's contributions to the economy in South Africa. And she worked with me personally, interviewing alumni for alumni projects, and just being a part of conceptualizing the entire event and putting it together. So for us, the entire process of working with the interns was very relevant, very welcome, and very rejuvenating for our organization as a whole. We tried as much as we could to impute an element of mentorship into the model that we used with the interns. And so we worked with them individually, not more than 2 interns to a single supervisor. And we saw that relationships were built. In one case, we had an intern who wanted to stay on even after the internship program had lapsed, and she wanted to just spend some more time on the project that she was working on. So for us, we believe that this particular program has capacity to do a lot of good across the continent for different categories of institutions, as an organization that doesn't have a very large employee profile, having these young people come in with new perspectives, with diverse interests was very, very interesting. We had people who were passionate about research, some were passionate about circular economy and sustainable living, and all of that in a firm that is focused on innovation was just absolutely, absolutely perfect and a good fit. So we would like to congratulate DOA on the work that you're doing and to continue to offer us support in any way that it is needed. I personally am grateful for the opportunity to talk about the people that we worked with. We had 4 girls and 1 gentleman, all of whom were just fantastic. Mark, for instance, was the gentleman that worked with us, worked on a project with one of the biggest banks in Africa called APSA, on a venture sourcing program. And the reports from his supervisor were extremely promising and quite positive. So we look forward to more opportunities to have even more immersive conversations and hosting opportunities with DOA interns. And we look forward to seeing this platform expand into such a way that the sheer numbers of African students in the diaspora would understand how important it is to experience Africa this way. And buy into the platform. Thank you very much. Grateful to be here.
Thank you so much, Omegi. Thank you for sharing your experience. Now I'll call on Gracefield Maxcott to share her experience as the representative for GoDo Hub. Field, would you? Over to you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'll say good evening from here. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you, Drew.
Oh, okay. It was great working with DOA, and we had a great time with the interns. It was not just a normal experience. It was kind of a helpful experience. I'll put it that way. Because one of the challenges that we face as a not-for-profit organization or a hub in Nigeria is lack of capable hands to help you set up or carry out the activities that you've scheduled to carry out within a period of time. But then having the interns around made it kind of easy for us to run these programs, create programs, bring strategies together that will not just help the hub move forward, but also help Nigeria as a country. Because one of the things that we help organizations do as a not-for-profit is that we help organizations to manage their CSR. So we run programs that will impact the society. So having these interns around kind of made this work easy, made this work smooth, and helped us to sort out more pressing issues within our country and outside that needed to be addressed. And we kind of drafted programs around this space. The interns helped us to draft programs. Let me not say we drafted, yeah. The interns helped us to draft programs within these areas and helped us to be more productive. And I will kind of say to anyone here who is looking forward to or still considering partnering with DOA, that it's kind of an opportunity for you to not just do what you want to do as an organization, but then to cut across different sectors, because we worked with one who was into politics and another who was into health. So we never had people within our space that will create programs around that environment. But then we were able to create health programs, political programs that will advance our society. So once again, I'll say thank you to DOA. Thank you for partnering with us. Thank you for this platform, and thank you for everything you're doing to help push both the country and the space forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Greenfield. Thank you for sharing your experience. Now I'll hand over to Bio from Data Science Nigeria. Bio, are you there? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miola. Well, sorry, I'm unable to put on my camera.
Bio, that's fine. Thank you. Please go ahead. We can no longer hear you, I think. Yeah,
sorry, first, I'm actually in transit, so in case you hear some sound, it's just that this meeting is very important to me, and that's why I'm joining. Just to observe our protocol, I want to say good evening to Honorable Abike Dabirewa, the Chairperson Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, all the senior members of NITCOM who are represented in this meeting, the DOA leadership and the DOA team doing great work in Africa indeed. It's such a powerful acronym that has been created today. As you may know, Data Science Nigeria is a leader in the application of artificial intelligence and data science to solve real problems in financial inclusion, edtech, and retail tech in Africa at scale. Our business model requires a lot of interception of what best practices. It requires a blend of global and local, where we're able to fine-tune a lot of our work with some of the expertise from different parts of the world with local use cases. And this is the gap that DOA perfectly fit for us. So for me, it's not just about the program. The program is great. Everybody has validated that. The interns are awesome. Of course, they've gone through an intensive selection process by the DOA team. So they are actually giving us the best of the best. So saying that they are good is actually repeating the fact. So the question for me is what this program means and how NITCOM should see this as a frontal strategy to address the obvious brain drain that we have seen in Africa and give the right support to initiatives like this to scale it up so that what DOA has done with internship is also replicated in medicine, in agriculture, where some of the best doctors, across the world can support, young doctors in Africa at scale. That is the way we say it. And the beautiful thing about this model is mutually beneficial. It's a nice way to give back because you learn as you give back. I can tell you some of the projects that we expose the interns to are also very complex, unique, that goes beyond what they are used to because there's a lot of local nuances. And because of the complexity, it stretches them to think beyond the traditional thinking. And I think that's one of the feedback I've gotten from our interns. So for me, this effort must be amplified and it must be institutionalized as a new way of helping Africa to access the best of global skill to make real impact. So once again, at Data Science Nigeria, we warmly applaud the effort of Ola and the team for a great work and a commitment to make a difference. It's an intentional one, and we really appreciate it. We are very, very grateful for the benefit that we've enjoyed, and we look forward to more partnership. Like it's been said, one of our intern excellence showed me, and many of them, they've validated this effort, and it's now for us to structure it more and scale it up, of course, with the support of NITCOM, to give it the right approach that it requires. Indeed, DOA has done well in globalizing excellence with ease. So we're quite proud of you, and we really celebrate the partnership. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bayo. Thanks for sharing your experiences with DOA. So you've heard from our partners and you've heard from our interns, and we're just going to go back to the discussion for today, which is our partnership with NITCOM. We're going to have Honorable Abike speak for a few minutes. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. And appropriately, I think I'll take it from just what my brother from data sciences said. I think the idea of this is scaling it up. So I want to commend you. You've done amazing. And you know, this program, DOA, can change a lot of things positively on the continent. So what we're going to do, which is the essence of this conversation, is scale it up. So we formalize the partnership. We now promote it more so that and I know you're not dealing with, I don't know, nobody in government has been, you haven't intended with anybody in government, but we are now going to officially make the whole of our country know that you can actually get fantastic interns from DOA. And we're going to recommend DOA as the go-to place if you want internship. And like I said earlier, I'm even having African Americans coming to me saying they want to come. COVID stopped all that, they want to come to the continent. So what we're going to do here, and I'm handing over to Boyiga now, and I did come to, I'll be working with you, is moving to the next stage, scaling up. As my brother from data sciences said, institutionalizing it. And knowing that through DOA, anybody in Nigeria, through DOA, NITCOM, with their recommendation, we really can have this fantastic, amazing young men and women that have shared their experiences come and intern in the country. And it tallies with our role of skills transfer. It tallies with the role of contributing to the society, and also tallies with the idea of having the young people particularly play a role in Nigeria. So I'm very impressed with those who have shared the experiences. I'm very impressed with the partners, but now we need to scale it up and institutionalize it. We have somebody here, I think Mr. Wale from Delaware, and I'm sure he's very much interested in this because Delaware has a program that has to do with internship. So what we're going to do is formalize all that through already existing DOA so that we can really, truly have this all over the continent. So I think I'll hand over to Boyiga. Boyiga, are you there to make your comments on the partnership moving forward? So I guess after all this, we'll talk about, I don't know whether it's going to be here, talk about the funding, the role of both parties. We don't have money, but we have the mouth and we have the structure. And I'm sure if I tell UBA, for instance, that they can intern with you, they'll be glad to. Dangote, a whole lot of them will be glad to join this forum. So it's not to have a formal channel to say, okay, you want an intern from so, go to DOA. Okay, so Boyiga, you're good to go?
Thank you, ma'am. Hello, am I audible? Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Good day, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. All protocols there. I think my chairman has said it all. I think she literally did a hole for me. I don't know where to start from, but you can hear how enthusiastic she is about the whole DOA and NITCOM partnership. That goes a long way to show that she is youth-centric. She sees the youth, the present generation, as the future, definitely the future. So the partnership with DOA will go a long way because if you look at it, it's quite strategic. It really does not have to do with the older generation. It has to do with the upcoming generation. So we see it as one that we are really happy to encourage. It's really a symbiotic relationship and not a parasitic one. So going forward, we have already established relationship with the DOA partners, and on our own side, we are open to see how these interns can do well in whatever field they are in. Recently, we published a book, 600 plus icons, that has to do with publishing the well-doings of Nigerians in diaspora. I think that's just like taking a teaspoon out of the ocean to show the good doings of Nigerians out there. So we are hopeful and we are optimistic that the relationship with DOA would be one that would blossom on all fronts. NITCOM on its whole has 4 strategic points to which it intends to mobilize or harness the resources of these Nigerians in diaspora. We're looking at their skills, their talents, the human capital, and the resources they have. Okay, you might say these interns don't have the resources, but they tick the other 3 boxes that I just mentioned. bringing their skills back home is one that we are hoping to do. And then the talents are enormous. And then the human capital. According to the World Bank, there are over 17 million diasporans and Nigerian diasporans abroad. So if we take a chunk of this 17 million, I think the younger generation could amount to about 10 million plus. So this is a huge data that we want to work with. So on our own part, we are open to relationship with DOA, and being the desk officer for this partnership, we'll see how we'll push it on from here. So thank you so much, and really a good work done by DOA. The initiative is one which NIDCOM as a whole is very proud of, and we're happy to support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, again. Thank you, Honorable Abike, for sharing the NIDCOM perspective on this. As we're rounding up, we're just going to talk a bit about what funding looks like on the DOA side. As Honorable Abike said, NIDCOM has the mouth that she says they can help us put this out there. For us at DOA, we don't charge anybody any amount for running the internship, but we're looking for ways to improve grant opportunities for our interns. A lot of them have access to grants from the universities to do unpaid internships, but we're hoping to broaden that scope so that they can have access to other grants to support them to do the internships with DOA. So one model we're looking at is through alumni networks. We're approaching different alumni networks for different universities to provide funds directly to their universities. And then the universities will then pay stipends to DOA interns that are to DOA interns for the different programs. The other model we're looking at is the adopt an intern model. This can be by an organization or by an individual. And the organization and the individual can support one intern or support a group of interns from a particular university, or just support a group of interns from different universities. The way we're trying to do this is that the money will go directly either to the university from the alumni grant system, or to the interns directly from the adopt an intern system. And the alumni network or the individual or the organization looking to back the program will develop their own criteria. They can talk about the courses, the students they want to support depending on the courses or gender or whatever indicators they would like to use for their program. So those are the two models we're looking at, and we'll be happy to have pledges. You can go to our website and make a pledge, and we'll reach out to you to discuss more about these two opportunities. Thanks. So what we're looking at in terms of projections for the next 5 years, starting from next year, is we hope to have 100 interns a year, looking to achieve over 22,000 intern hours for that period, 25 partners a year, and cover at least 15 African countries each year. And for that, we're hoping to raise $30,000, which would be for 50% of our interns, 50 interns a year, and that would be at the minimum of $600 per intern for the internship program. So we hope to hear from you. Again, if you're interested, please make a pledge through the DOA website and we will contact you. And if you have any other questions, comments about our program, please feel free to engage with us. We'll be sharing our communication, different platforms through which you can communicate with us in the next couple of slides. We're currently doing the taking applications for a winter program. So if you're interested, if you're an intern in the US and you're interested in interning through DOA, you can complete the application form. You can see the flyer up on your screen now. You can go to our website or connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter for more information on this. With that, we've come to the end of this presentation. But before I hand over to Ola to wrap up from the NIDCOM, I would just like to say thank you to everyone who joined. Thank you for bearing with us with some of our technical glitches. And thank you to our speakers. Thank you to to the speakers who brought the perspectives of Nigerians in, in the diaspora. It was really good to hear that, and also, hear about how DOA would possibly connect with that. So thank you, Mr. Tope Eson. Thank you, Mr. Shegun Adeyino. I would also like to thank the ambassador for her goodwill message. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here with us. We appreciate the support. Most importantly, thank you to the NIDCOM team. Thank you, Honorable Abike Dabiri, for supporting us over the last almost 2 years now, being with us on this journey and giving us this platform to speak about the program. And thank you, everyone, for joining as well. I'll hand over to Ola now. Thank you.
Sorry, before Ola comes in, I'll make a quick point. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
If a few amendments will have to be made in terms of if we're institutionalizing it, because you have to go much. You are saying a number, you can triple that, and then there are also firms in Nigeria that I'm sure will even be willing to pay something for the interns. So after this, we need to, because if you just say go to do our website, the NIDCOM, because we are the institution here to guide you, to give you logistic support, and we can provide that. Maybe your interns are coming, we can receive them, we can, and then there should be like a formal introduction that we'll do later, publicly introducing DOA internship to the population. You'll be surprised how much impact that will have. And then the data sciences boss talked about even the doctors. Imagine having a few of our doctors, young doctors, coming to intern here. It will change a lot of things. And you'll be surprised the kind of people that will even just say, listen, let's make this happen. So after this, we need to now we've signed an MOU, I believe, but we need to now dot the T's and the I's in terms of institutionalizing it and, totally making it formal. And then there has to be a proper introduction to the Nigerian public. So we'll talk more about that later with the team you're working with. Once more, congratulations. I'm very proud of all of you. Like I said, it's been 2 years journey and here you are today. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Honorable Abike Dabiri. And we look forward to continuing the conversation, like you said. So I'll hand over to Ola to wrap up for DOA, but also respond to a few of the questions we have in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Honorable Abike Dabiri. I get inspired by the vision you always place on us. I know I and Emila, when we were planning things, we're really modest in our planning, but Honorable Abike comes and like, you can blow this 5 times beyond or 10 times beyond what you're thinking. We really get inspired by the vision that you share with us. But thank you so much, Honorable Abike, for giving us this platform to share this and have the opportunity to impact the youth in the diaspora and work that is being done across the continent in Africa. Thank you to all those that spoke and came to share their stories. And thank you to all the guest speakers from NIDO America and from NAPA, and especially from the ambassador from Nigeria to the US. We look forward to continue to engage with NIDCOM and really scale this program and continue to impact in a great way the youths in the diaspora and innovation and various sectors across Nigeria and Africa. Thank you everyone for joining again.
Thank you so much for that. I think there are a few questions in the chat.
Yes.
To just answer before we leave.
Emila, can you read some of those questions out so I could?
Yeah, sure. We had a question about how can they apply. I believe I covered that. And then there was a question about, is this open to Nigerian, Canadian students as well, only US for now? And the second question is also, do the internships also apply to students in Europe? So I think you can take those two. Thank you. At the same time.
Presently, the reason why we're engaged with students in the US, and that's because we're registered in the US. We're planning to scale that, hopefully with the help of NIDCOM and strategic partnerships. We do have a student that did intern from, actually a few students that have interned from Canada, which because they have similar, US and Canada have similar school breaks or sessions. So that could work. You could definitely apply. I would say if you're from Europe and you're interested, you could apply. What we try to do is match the time frame that the innovators have available and our time frame. So I would encourage you wherever you are to apply, and then we could take it from there.
Thank you so much. I think that's a wrap. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you to Honorable Abike Daperi. Thank you to all our speakers. Thank you to everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Elion MC.
Thank you. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Great job. Great job.
Bye.